talk about your journey into real estate. How did you stumble into it?
So I've always had a vision, which is why I called my company New Vision Investment Group.
Yeah.
Everyone that knows me knows I'm a visionary. I can step into a home, a vacant home that no one's lived in for 20, 30 years, and I can see the vision of how it can look. And my wife has always told me, you should get into real estate. You should get into real estate. And so finally, after so many years, I actually went to the course last year, and did the whole course. The pandemic hit.
Now, this was a real estate course to be a licensed agent.
Yep.
Professional.
Yep, licensed agent. And so I did. I took the whole course. I took off of work for 1 month, and just did that. Passed the entire course. Went to PSI. Failed the test at PSI. Studying for the test. The pandemic hit hard, right? And basically, I just Googled, literally, how can I make money through real estate? What are the avenues to make money? And so just watched a couple videos here and there, and then wholesaling just came up. So kind of went down that rabbit hole. Didn't think it was real, and just kept doing more and more research. And I did that for a couple weeks. Told my wife about it. Like, hey, babe, I think I want to try this wholesaling thing. It kind of stems back though from what I used to do with my parents, just calling people, just at a whole other level.
Yep.
Completely different level. But it's kind of stems back from that. And so I've always wanted to get into real estate. I thought I wanted to be an agent, but now being in the game, it's kind of changed my perspective of what I want to do, where I see myself going. So being a real estate agent, I thought it was the path I wanted to take, but now it's like completely different. My course has completely changed to what I want to do. But thank God, right? Taking that course is kind of what led me to where I am today.
Yeah.
Because I took action and I took that step forward to take that course, and then God works in His own way. So I'm here now, right, with you, and I've been wholesaling now for about 5 months now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the power behind that. Decided real estate was it, right? So you made the decision.
Mm-hmm.
You took action to get into real estate, initially to be a licensed agent, right?
Yep.
Pandemic hits, throws the scale off a little bit, right? That course changed. But you still knew and you made the decision that real estate was the vehicle that you wanted to build.
Mm-hmm.
So you look for answers, right?
Yes. Yep.
Where do we look for answers? Google, right?
Yep,
we live
Google.
in this new technological age. So after you pulled out some opportunities, right? Probably watched some YouTube videos. I'm guessing Max Maxwell is one of the first people you watch, probably.
Yep.
Pulled out the idea of wholesaling real estate, right? Which we get this a lot. I'm sure it's not the first time. It's not going to be the last that we're like, oh, you're going to hear wholesaling a lot, right? But what caught your attention so much that you really wanted to dive into this and take it to a deeper level? Was it a flashy check that was posted? Was it watching these people behind the scenes sourcing deals? Like, what gave you the idea that this was the path you were going to take?
To be honest with you, I don't know how long the pandemic was gonna be for, and living check to check, it's not fun, and I just needed, like, as a man, as a provider for my home, I was just trying to find another avenue to have income, more income. So just feeling that way, and not being able to provide the way you really want to provide for your family. So I actually had a second job while I was trying to figure out if wholesaling was real.
Sure.
I didn't realize if it was real or not. So just trying to provide for my family is what kind of led me into continuing down this path of wholesaling. And then, like I said, real estate, wasn't sure how long the pandemic was gonna be around for. Contacted a few people. I found Miles, through the Flip Man. He was on the Flip Man, and I found him through there. Got in contact with him, and we spoke for a little while. He did show me the check, right? Just to, he said, hey, man, this is absolutely real. I buy houses. I've seen that for years. I thought it was a scam, right? Like, I buy houses, not using your own money, your own credit. It doesn't sound real.
Yeah.
So speaking to Miles, and is it was amazing because he actually brought it to light, like, hey, this is a real thing, man. Like, we're doing pretty well doing this. So after he just confirmed that this business is real, I just kept watching more and more videos on YouTube. So I kind of just learned this business on my own on YouTube. I watched videos for about 3 weeks. I heard the whole analysis paralysis may kick in. Don't let it kick in. I did not let it kick in. And so I just started driving for dollars, and just trying to find that deal. And then, found a gentleman for sale by owner. And then, one thing led to another. And 5 months later, I've closed on about 20 deals. Yeah.
Incredible. So for those of you who are watching who don't know what driving for dollars is, it's simply getting in your car and you're driving around these older neighborhoods looking for vacant, distressed, or abandoned houses.
Yes.
In its simplest form, right?
Yes.
Because as an investor, we're looking for the ugliest house on the block, right? Or we're looking for that distressed house that needs to be brought back to life so that we can come in, provide a solution. Yes, you can make a little bit of money in the mix, right? But you're finding that coming back to that problem, right? Finding that problem and creating solutions. So let's talk about the actual tactical strategies that you've built. It sounds like you've always come up in a pretty solid sales type of background. JVing, would you say JV relationships are one of your powerhouse strategies at the current moment? What does that look like?
So I just told my wife literally this morning that I want to make a shirt or something that says JV is king, because I spoke to Lafayette Dawkins when I first started this whole journey of mine, and he said he hosts JV'd a bunch of deals. He said, hey, I've been JVing deals, this and that. I didn't know what JVing was, right? Because I was still doing my research, but I'm already networking. I'm already trying to reach out to people, but I'm doing so much research on my own. And so JVing for me is why I'm able to close so many deals. I've met so many great people in this network that we're in this industry, and I've probably JV'd about maybe 16 of my deals. So if it wasn't for JVing, I would have not closed so many deals.
Sure.
So JVing for me is amazing. I would recommend anyone that hears this podcast, don't be scared to JV. JVing has changed my life, my family's life. The day, like I said, going back a little bit, living check to check, the day that we closed, we had negative 33 cents in our account. So it wasn't that, we're just living check to check.
Yep.
But that day, literally, it was my very first closing. It was $2,500. I had negative 33 cents in our account. To have $2,500 was extraordinary for us. I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
And so it was just an amazing feeling. My wife, my son, they couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it that we're here closing so many deals through JVing.
So in a very short season, the entire trajectory of your life changed,
100%.
Transformed, right? Being in the red, being straight in the negative, closing a deal, closing several more shortly thereafter. And then all of a sudden, in a few short months, your life looks completely different.
100%.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What does that feel like?
Wow. It's life changing. Having I'm sorry.
No, that's solid, bro.
Yeah.
See, this is real.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And to keep it organic, like people resonate with that, right?
Yeah.
The emotion that comes out of that.
Yep.
That's because of the passion that this man has for what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
The pain that he's been through, but
Yep.
he's seen a new path to provide opportunity to build freedom for his family, his livelihood. That's an emotional thing, right?
Yeah.
Don't take it for granted, bro. Like that emotion you have, man, that's powerful. And that's part of your story that's going to bridge the gap for more people that might be in the shoes that we've been in, right?
Yeah.
To make them a believer.
Yeah.
If your life, the course of everything that's going on right now, regardless of where you've been, regardless of what decisions you've made that have led you to this current moment, right? Just because the experiences that you've been through have molded you to where you stand, doesn't mean that the rest of your life has to be painted in that same way, right? But it's up to us to make that change, right? Starts with a decision, right? Making a decision I'm ready for change, right? Or I'm ready to try doing something different.
Yeah.
And once you make that decision, the only separation between where you're standing and where you want to be is the amount of action that you're willing to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got out there, you took massive action, got in the game. You didn't have it all figured out, but you just took action, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got stuff done.
Yep. Through networking.
Through networking.
Through networking and JVing. That's why I am here today. Because networking with a group of people and having that circle around you is key to be successful. And JVing. Seriously, JVing is so important in this business. Because if you have a deal and you can't sell it, and you call someone like me, I'll sell it. I'll do my hardest, my best to sell it for you, and I've basically sold all the deals that anyone has brought to me.
So when he says JVing, JV standing for joint venture, right? Joint venture relationships, which you see this term a lot in a lot of different business areas, right? But in this example of real estate, right, we're talking about an investor having a contract, having a property that they're looking to sell, right? And the joint venture place comes in where maybe your partner, right, your joint venture partner might have some buyers in their network that you don't have or you don't know or have access to, right? So, I mean, it's an incredible business model. We utilize it a lot inside of our own organization as well. But really, you're standing in the gap, providing a solution back to the solution base, right?
Exactly.
Providing a solution to this person.
Yep.
And you're out there hustling, building relationships.
Yep.
What does that look like? Where did you start building the relationships? And fast forward in such a short period of time, put you in a position where you're moving these contracts.
So when I first started, of course, I was on Facebook like everyone is. There was I saw Shane on there, going live. I started following all these groups, all the groups that I can find that has to do with real estate investing and wholesaling and everything else. So I just kind of started reaching out to people, trying to, network. So all of this just kind of started like just through networking, creating relationships. Yeah. And so like JV and again, it was just so crazy because I just started meeting people, great people. Lee Burnside, Dina Marmol, Riley Pilgrim, Shane, Lafayette, so many other people that I've spoken with, I don't have all the answers, right? Yeah. I've only been doing this for 5 months. How am I gonna have all the answers? Right. And so just but I do my research, of course, before I call anybody, trying to figure it out. And if I can't, I always reach out to people, for answers or anything like that. But but just having that circle around you, creating great relationships through JVing, you're gonna create relationships. You're gonna want to, say, what, I want to work with this person. I don't want to work with this person, For sure. But still never burn any bridges. Yep. Don't ever burn any bridges. You just never know when you're going to need that person again. But, just their work ethic or just something you don't like about them. But at the end of the day, you're still helping that person through JVing again, So it's JVing and networking is key to wholesaling. That's what has changed my life. And the hustle, the hustle that I have is I got a message the other day, someone I don't even know. He said, "Hey man, I heard you can sell anything." Crazy. People reaching out to me on Messenger. I have real estate agents reaching out to me. Hey, can you change my wholesale? I want to learn the wholesale. How do you do it? What contracts do you use, or can we work together? I was offered a few positions within the past 5 months to do different things regarding real estate. So. It's been an amazing journey, but it's all comes back to networking. Yeah. Because if you don't network, you're not finding those people to help you be successful and move forward in life.
It's like a body of water without an escape route. Yes. If you're just trying to keep everything and hold it tight and never network and get around opportunities, it's like the Dead Sea, man, where it's so rich in minerals, but you just can't escape, right? Can't breathe. Network. We're built for community.
That's right.
I wanted to lean in here. So you're a hustler, right? But I believe that the reason that you hustle so hard is because you know your why, right? Which, I'm assuming without asking, that's probably your family.
100%.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. My wife, we've been together for 23 years, have an amazing 18-year-old son. My wife is pregnant. She's about 6 months pregnant right now. They are my why.
Yeah.
We've struggled so much in our life. So to be here is just a blessing. We've hustled, we've cars or sneakers or whatever it is. I've always been trying to find a business. I even had a small business. My wife knows me as, being a true entrepreneur. I've always wanted my own. I believe it stems back from my family. So finding this is just a true blessing for my family. Because, what man, right, or person doesn't want to give their family the best of the best.
Right.
So, and us as men, we work so hard to give that to them. And so I feel so fortunate to have a family that has always supported me in any craziness, any crazy venture that I just, kind of, hey, you want to try this? Or she's always been my rock. She's always been my cheerleader, always. And my son, he's 18 now, and the way he's speaking to me, he's like, wow, Dad, you have your own business, and you're doing so well. And so that he speaks to me now, it's like a man, like a little man. And he's always there for me, and he's inspired me. He's the way that he sees me as well, just makes me feel so great. Like I've made you proud, right?
Yeah.
So so they are definitely my why, and I would never stop until my last breath of them being my why. I would always continue to hustle regardless of what I'm doing, just to make sure that they're safe.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think understanding your why for any entrepreneur, right? And your why goes so many layers deep.
Mm-hmm.
But understanding your reason for living, right? Understanding your reason for providing, your reason for jumping out of bed every single morning and hustling,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not just about making money.
That's right.
If you're just hustling to make money, you're probably going to live a pretty empty and miserable life,
Yep.
if we're being honest, right?
Yep.
But if your why goes way deeper than just being rich and being wealthy and making money, right? And it actually connects and ties to people
Mm-hmm.
and stories and relationships and building memories,
Mm-hmm.
right? Those are the things that I believe separate the greats,
Mm-hmm.
From, I say, everyone else,
Yep.
right? That's really hard to really assess that. And you can't say that people that enjoy being average don't have a bigger why than people that achieve great things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that, because we all have different callings in this life.
Mm-hmm.
But where I'm going with this is, if you want to succeed in this industry and you want to build it as an entrepreneur, you got to seek out your why.
That's right.
Right?
I agree 100%.
And then you chase it with every ounce of your being.
100% every day.
That's strong.
Every day. Yep.
It's hard to beat a spirit of a man, right, that knows his reason for living. Right? And we're all going to fall.
That's deep.
Right?
Yeah.
We're all going to fall in life, man. Fall 7 times, get up 8.
That's right.
But you're going to learn so much through those experiences. In fact, your character is built more exceedingly through the failure than any other point.
Yep.
So fall in love with the failure, right? Get out there and chase that passion because of that centerpiece, that nucleus, right? Your why.
That's right.
It's powerful stuff, dude.
That's deep, man. It really is. That's deep. You need a why in order to succeed, in order to know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a why, you're just gonna wake up every morning and not even have a plan. You're just kind of wandering through life. But if you have that why, it's gonna push you to succeed and be successful and keep them protected and safe.
Yep. So let's talk about what a day looks like in the life of Milton today, right? It's been 5 short months. You've closed a bunch of deals. What does a day look like for you?
Take my wife to work every morning, my son to school, and the grind starts there. Even before that, I'm getting calls at 7:30 in the morning sometimes from investors asking me, what do I have? Or, hey, I got this property for you. Do you want to sell it? I take everything. I believe I just everything. If the numbers are right and it makes sense, I can sell it.
Yep.
I'll find the people to buy it. But my day to day is literally just talking to investors every day, networking with different people. Excuse me. People were bringing me deals. Just today, I might have potentially, sold a motel. Never in my life would I dream that I'd be selling a motel.
Yeah.
Potentially. But every single day it's different. I talk to. My goal is to at least twice a week meet someone different. So whether it's through Facebook or or just talking to someone. Hey, let's go have some coffee. Meeting with agents. They're great to JV with. They have buyers and I have a product. And or vice versa. They're looking for something, and now I'm hustling and grinding to find what they need.
Yeah.
So every day, man, is different, but I'm on the phone constantly. I actually have to get a bigger phone with a bigger battery. I'm charging my phone all the time. People are calling me constantly every single day. It's like nonstop. It's either like an agent, another wholesaler, investors just calling me to see what I have or to see if I want to JV with them.
Yeah. I'm going to stop right there because I don't know if everyone heard you. This man just said that he literally just sold a whole hotel today. It's not inked up yet,
Yep.
but the opportunity was presented and he was able to connect the right person
Yep.
in this scenario. We're talking this guy's been in the business for 5 months. This guy sold a hotel today.
Potentially.
We'll let you know on the flip side when this is inked up.
100%.
Yes. There'll probably be a story that we'll tell about it.
Yes.
But that's just the power of belief.
Yep.
Right? When you believe that something is possible and you believe it deep inside your heart, it's already yours.
That's right.
You just got to get out there and claim it.
That's right. Claim it. That's right. Yep.
That's powerful, dude.
Yeah. And that was through JVing again. Someone reached out to me and see if I wanted to do a joint venture. I said, of course. And we linked up, contacted the owner, this and that. We met him. And I already have the buyer for it. We're just, getting everything lined up. And if that goes through, that'll be
Life-changing.
Very life-changing. Yes.
Life-changing.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Let's talk about the role that faith plays in your life.
What?
So, you talked about having, going through different struggles. I've got a few stories myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what role has faith played in your journey, whether it be in life, family, relationships, entrepreneurship, real estate? What role does faith play for you?
You can't do nothing without him. We're here because of him. I wasn't even a believer, before. Moved to Arizona, found God, moved to Greenville, and I feel like everything I do is for him, right? Everything that we do, I pray about everything. Me and my family, we literally every single night, sit together as a family, pray together as a family. Every single night, we pray for thank you for opening this door, this amazing door for us. Close the ones you want closed, and that's our prayer every night. Amongst, of course, other things in our prayers. And every time that we close, I always give it to him. I always thank him for it, and I always ask him, who can we bless today, right? I've been, I've struggled in my life, and this is the biggest blessing that I've had in my entire life. So every time I close a deal, I literally pray in my car. I say, Lord, who can we bless? Who can we bless next?
Wow.
Who's the next person we can bless? And just the other day, the opportunity presented itself, and we blessed that person. And every single time that I close on a deal, I always bless someone. If it's a server,
That's incredible.
anyone. We're not maybe changing their lives, right, in whole, but going from negative 33 cents right before I closed, if someone was to give me a tip of whatever,
$100,
$100, that's life changing.
Yeah.
You have negative 33 cents, you got $100 tip. That's life changing for that moment in time. And so we always bless. We always try to, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. He presented this opportunity to me and my family. So I need to give back.
Yeah.
We have to give back, and we always give back. Every single check, every single closing that we've had, we always figure out how to give back, and it's financially.
That's powerful.
He gave it to us. We're just giving it up as well.
Goes back to the saying, you guys have heard this before on the podcast, but the secret to living is giving.
That's right.
A lot of people don't understand that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But that is so true and so deep, man.
Mm.
You can never outgive God.
Yep.
Cannot.
100%.
Right? It's a universal law.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
by giving back, you're sowing seeds.
Yes.
Right? In this case, we're sowing seeds into the kingdom.
That's
right?
right.
So that those seeds can one day ultimately sprout up and grow.
Yes.
Blessing someone financially goes so much more deeper than giving them some money.
Mhm.
Right?
That's right.
But it's painting a principle inside of their head that, hey, maybe there is good out there
That's right.
in the world, right?
That's right.
Hey, there's people that actually do care. Hey, maybe there is a God, right?
That's right.
If I'm, maybe they prayed that morning for enough money to put into the bank account, whatever it looks like.
That's right.
You never know what another individual's going through, right?
Yep.
But by just remaining faithful
Mm-hmm.
and being able to step into an opportunity or situation where you can give back to someone else
That's right.
without expecting anything in return.
That's right.
That's one of the most powerful things that you can do. And I'm going to claim that the person that it blesses most is probably you, because of the way that it makes you feel, the joy, the fulfillment.
It does. Because even think about it, when you go to Starbucks or somewhere, someone just pays for your coffee. It's like $2 and something cents, right?
Yeah.
Just $2. But you're like, wow, somebody paid for my drink. That's crazy.
Who does that, right?
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I've done it plenty of times, just see if someone keep it going, right? Or like I said, you go somewhere and you tip someone or whatever it is, and you just don't know how that can change someone's life, at that moment.
And
that season
our
of their
world
time.
needs it.
That's right.
Our world right now, right? Whether it be political views, right? Associations, demographic dynamics, however we've been growing up, right? Our nation is in bigger uproar than I've ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's right.
Because someone thinks differently than you, or looks differently than you,
Mm-hmm.
or sins differently than you.
Yep.
You're going to judge them, right? Or think that you have a better answer. Our world needs more genuine people. And I'm not just saying it to say it, but we need more people that are going to stand in the gap saying, you know what, there is good.
That's right.
And I'm going to stand here to be a force for that good, right? No matter how much hate out there, good will always prevail, right?
Yeah, sure will.
We need that, bro.
Yep.
We need people that are stepping out, willing to stand in the gap and be powerful forces for good, man. Like,
Yeah.
we're called into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I'm just a little seed trying to, trying to expand and just trying to show that light,
I like that.
Yeah.
So, as a seed, right? And this talk got real deep, right? Now we're just talking like metaphorical and
Yep.
Faith-based stuff, but I love it, right? That little seed, man, it's got so much potential inside of it. It's tiny, you can barely see it, right? Seed must go in the ground, it must fall on the ground and die before it can bear any type of fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also got to be nourished along the way. You might nourish it, someone else might nourish it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to sprout up through the dirt.
That's right.
Think about what it's got to do to grow through the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like symbolic with our own life,
Mm-hmm.
growing through the struggle, the pain, the dirt to get where we are, right?
Yep.
But once it sprouts up, man, it's got that little beam of light, it made it, right? That's growth.
Yep.
Right? Not a whole lot of fruit on it left, or not a whole lot of fruit on it yet.
Yep.
But it's got potential, bro. The potential lives inside of that seed.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about like a wise old oak tree, man, the amount of years and growth and how stable and steady and strong that thing is.
That's right.
Dude, our lives can be the same.
Yeah. Just watch it flourish.
Watch it flourish. And
Yeah.
trust the process, bro. Have
That's right.
faith.
Yeah. Always. You have to have faith, man. Your struggles, your ups and downs, you have to have faith. Because in life we're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our ups and downs. But that's when you have to, that's when you have to be even more faithful through your struggles to get you out of that, you know, and then just continue being faithful regardless of the situation.
And whatever the situation is, maybe think about the way you look at things,
Mhm.
right? Simple saying, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. But how are you really looking at things, right? Do you look at your struggles as a burden? Because if you do, that burden and that pain that you're feeling and manifesting in your life, this is speaking for other people, not just you, right?
Yeah.
We're going deep.
Yep.
But that pain and that burden that you're feeling inside, you're creating more pain and more burden, right? You're drawing it to you. But if you took that same struggle and you looked at it as a lesson or an opportunity for growth.
That's right.
How can I learn from this?
Exactly.
Might be painful, but what is God teaching me, right? What am I pulling out of this experience?
Exactly.
The outcome between those two things is going to be completely different.
It sure is.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
So no matter where you're at, I just encourage you, start looking at things a little bit differently, right? Shift up your perspective a little bit, whatever that means to you. You know, maybe you're watching on your couch, right? Stumbled on this YouTube video. Who knows where people are watching it, right?
That's right.
But just start to shift your perspective, right? Understand we all have blind spots.
That's right.
But start to take a different approach, right? And start to ask better questions, because as a result, you'll find better answers.
And we become stronger through our struggles. You know, when you struggle in one part or in your life, in one area, you learn from it and you become stronger and just stronger. And so if we don't struggle, how are we going to become stronger?
Yeah.
If we haven't struggled, if you haven't had, you know, a negative, negative in your account, if it hasn't been negative, so like for me, like I just push myself so strong every day, to just be better and not to fall back to seeing that, you know, that to being in that position. So I push so hard every day because of my struggles, you know, and so if you don't struggle, you might not push as hard because you haven't felt what struggling is really like, you know. So
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I ask this question in most interviews, right? Going back to the real estate. What's your best advice that you can give to a young entrepreneur or a new real estate investor?
This is gonna sound so cheesy, but don't give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. I've met wholesalers that tried it for 1 month. In any business, you're not gonna know whether it's gonna be successful or not in 1 month. You know, it takes about a year to know whether you're gonna be successful or not. So I met a bunch of wholesalers that are like, wow, man, how do you do so many deals? I tried it for a month or two, and you know, and you don't know if it's gonna be successful or not, but you have to just keep trying. So I would say, you know, don't give up. Hustle. You can't stop. You know, call someone, network. You know, try to JV a deal with someone. If you can't find a deal, try to network. You know, and see if someone has a deal that they need help with. You know, but just not giving up. Like I said, it sounds so cheesy, but just not giving up. Having faith in the process is just key in your success. And just network as much as possible, and JV as much as possible, and just, you know, try to meet new people. Try to meet new people all the time, because you never know what someone could bring into your life.
Yeah.
You never know. You know, I would say one hand helps another, and you never know what this person needs that you have or you may help them with. Someone may need, you know, a lot or something. You don't have it, but if you know they need it, you're gonna try to find it.
Yep.
So don't give up. You have to continue this journey. If you feel in your heart to, you know, that this is what you want to do, and you just you feel that fire, don't let no one tell you, no, you can't do this, or why are you doing that? You know, I just saw something on Facebook the other day. It said, it was something like, you know, people are waiting for you to fail, and they're holding their breath. It says let them suffocate, right? It's like, don't, you know, people are waiting for you to fail.
Yeah.
And if you fail, it's okay. Get up and keep doing it. You know, you're gonna cold call people. They say, don't ever call me again. It's okay. On to the next one. So when I say don't give up, it's so cheesy, but it goes through. It's huge in this business, because if you can't meet someone else. You're not giving up, right? You tried again to meet someone else. A phone call, you called another person. You know, a flip, if you're doing a flip or anything like that. You know, if whatever happened, you know, move on to the next one. Just don't give up is one piece of advice I can give anyone.
That's powerful. I think, you know, it sounds so simple. Like you said, sounds cheesy, but it is what you make it, right?
That's right.
That concept could change someone's life completely, or someone else might laugh at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it all boils down to what the words mean to you, right?
That's right.
And how much meaning you implement into your life with the lessons you learn.
That's right. 100%. Yep.
I love it, man. So this is the beginning. You know,
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to be networking a lot.
Yes.
Lots of JV opportunities.
100%. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely,
This is
bro.
a pleasure, like I said earlier, and this is a dream to be here sitting across from Ben Lovero in this space, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Grateful, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Humbled for the opportunity too.
Yes, thank you.
Best place to connect with Milton.
So I'm still getting to social media. You could, check me out on Facebook, Milton Velaz, Milton_Velaz. If you want to email me, it's newvision, IGLLC, at gmail.com.
Boom.
Yep. So I'm still trying to get into the IG world and stuff like that. So one thing at a time.
Love it.
Yep.
That's what's up, man.
Yep. Thank you, brother.
Y'all get out there,
Thank
stay
you.
consistent.
That's right.
We will see you on the next show.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Peace.